Mike Tomlin and him with the Steelers has his success and ability to take bad teams and make them decent, not hindered the Steelers, but however prevented them from boosting up to the next step and getting them back to the top of the AFC North.
Mike Tomlin's going to be the youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. In a week when the man who brought him into the league was...
Now you got to look at it. Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season with the Steelers. He was hired at age 34, a Super Bowl. It's an amazing resume. But when his coaching is so good to where he can take teams that should not be nowhere near in the playoffs, considering the fact that he's in the AFC North, and get them to not only up 500 or one game over 500 and get them to the playoffs, now you're going to get middle of the pack picks. And you're not going to get that big highlight player, or mainly what I'm talking about, you're not going to get that quarterback that's going to take you to the next level, and what you had in a Ben Roethlisberger, which you inherited from the Steelers and Bill Cowher, who was drafted. Bill Roethlisberger was drafted in 2004, number 11 pick. But now, because his team is doing decent enough to get to the playoffs, they're getting in the middle of the pack picks. 2013, they had selected Broderick Jones, 14th overall. 2022, Kenny Pickett, 20th overall. 2021, Najee Harris, 24th overall. 2020, Chase Claypool, 49th overall in the second round. 2019, you got Devin Bush, 10th overall. And even though he's a top 10 pick, which he is a great defensive pick, considering the fact that he had amazing numbers. He ran a 4.4 in the combine. He had 21 bench reps. He jumped like a 40-inch vertical. Yes, there was a lot of hype about what he could do for the Steelers, but now he ended up signing with the Seahawks. He didn't even stay there. He didn't even make a big enough impact there. And that's a defensive pick. That's not going to do anything for you on the offensive side. Then in 2018, they went and got Terrell Evans from VTech, a safety, 28th overall. The biggest pick they've had in the past 6 or 7 years was TJ Watt, and he was selected 30th overall. So I'm not advocating for them to throw seasons, but what I'm going to break off to and talk about is the Ravens. When the Ravens saw a player that could change the game, and they saw that Lamar Jackson somehow was still on the board.
The Philadelphia Eagles have traded the 32nd pick to the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens select Lamar Jackson.
There it is. Wow.
Quarterback, Louisville.
This has to be the only first round in NFL draft history where the first pick of the night is a Heisman Trophy winner, and so is the last. Started with Baker Mayfield, and it finishes with Lamar Jackson going to the Baltimore Ravens.
I'm a Raven. It's on. All year, every year. I'm happy to be a Raven. It don't even matter. They're going to get a Super Bowl out of me. Believe that. Believe that.
Ozzie Newsome made that move to trade up and go and grab him. You can't win this game with mediocre quarterbacks, and you can't hope to hit on quarterbacks that you got in the late round, because those quarterbacks that you draft in the later round, you don't even give them a chance. So you're not even going to find out if they're as good as you think they are or good enough to play or start in the NFL unless something crazy happens, people get hurt or something like that. So, and the Steelers culture and the Steelers way, they like to build defense, build run game. They keep a, like I would say, like kind of like a blue collar approach to the philosophy of football. It's not.
Steelers football is 60 minutes. It's never going to be pretty. Throw style points out the window, but these guys will fight to the end. And I take my hat off to you, and I congratulate every last one of you.
Coach,
It's not going to be high flying. It's not going to be flashy. We're going to build this team the proper fundamental way. And is that hindering them? Is that hindering the Steelers? And Mike Tomlin is great, but is his greatness and able to take these mediocre, below average teams and make them overachieve, is that hindering them? Because now they're getting picks that are in the middle of the pack.